up? It is Danny coming to you with another video. This is a special, really special video because it is the first video on a new channel that I'm going to be also putting this on. But also, it's the start of the NBL, which is the National Battle League, a league that I am starting. So basically, I always when I saw people doing like battle leagues, I always wanted to join that, but I didn't know where to sign up or something like that. So I figured later on I'd start a league or I'd find a league, and I didn't want to keep putting it off. So this is it, and we're gonna go over the tiers, the structures, how you're gonna draft and stuff. And I'm going to be putting this video up, and anyone can join the league. They just have to message me that they want to join, and then they have to make sure that they can battle at least once a week without having to forfeit because they weren't able to battle. But we're gonna go over like all the tiers and how you're gonna be drafting Pokemon. And this video took a lot of time to put together with putting all the tiers and structuring the league, and I really hope you guys enjoy how this is going to be. Yeah, so we're gonna get into it, but just remember, if you want to join, leave a comment down below, and I'll pick a few people to join. I'll check if you guys can battle and do everything like that. You don't need to be a YouTuber, but if you're a YouTuber, that helps, because you can upload your battles onto YouTube, which would be good. This is going on my channel, and then it's going to go on a second channel called the National Battle League that I'm also going to be starting. So yeah, check back on this video if you want to join, and let's just get into it. Okay, starting off. So how I structured the tiers were: you get one tier 1 Pokemon, you get one tier 2 Pokemon, you get two tier 3 Pokemon, you get one tier 4 Pokemon, and you get one tier 5 Pokemon, and of course your Mega. And then on the right, you get a total of 400 points, but you can get a total, the max amount you can get is 480 points. This depends on what Mega you choose. You get 4 Pokemon you can choose. You have to spend all your points, basically. And it's fair. I think it's fair because you can get one, if you structure it well and you get like a lower tier Mega, you can get, another tier 1 Pokemon and, be able to use all your points wisely. If you can use your points because for another tier 1 Pokemon you get 180 points. For a tier 2 Pokemon you get 120. For a tier 3 you get 100 points. For a tier 4 it's 60 points, and for a tier 5 Pokemon it's 40 points that it'll cost you to buy them. And basically what it is it's kind of fair. You get a total of 10 Pokemon to use in the league. So it's a counter league format. So that means that we will have a draft, and it'll be like a serpentine, so it'll start on one person and it'll end at the last person, and then it'll go back. So the last person will be the first person, so it'll have a double turn in that round. And yeah, that's basically what it is right now for how the tiers are gonna be structured. And I think it's fair because if you get a lower tier Mega, you can get a higher, another first tier Pokemon, which I think is really good. It makes it fun, so you don't have to use the same Pokemon, and you can get you can use new strategies with Pokemon that you otherwise maybe wouldn't use. Yeah, that's basically how the tiers are going to be structured, and we're going to get into now the Pokemons and each tier and how they are going to be played and stuff. Also, there is I am making it that only one person can get one Pokemon. So like one person can get Scizor, but no one else can get Scizor. But if someone gets like Mega Scizor, someone else can draft regular Scizor, because there is a difference in the Pokemon themselves. So that is allowed in this league, basically. So I just wanted to also point that out. So now let's get into the other tier 1 Pokemon. So let's go. Okay, starting off, tier 1. Yeah, these are the Pokemon that I've chosen for tier 1, and you get one free tier 1 Pokemon, and then on top of that you can buy another one if you have enough points for another tier 1 Pokemon. But if you don't, you can't get another tier 1 Pokemon. So I think it's pretty fair how it's structured. And another thing that I forgot to mention, if you guys have seen, you can franchise a Pokemon, but only a Pokemon, not a Mega Pokemon. So you can franchise a Pokemon like Gengar, so that before the draft even starts, it's already in your party, in your team, and no one can take it away. So that's what I think is pretty fair. But as a penalty for that, you will get 40 points taken away from your total 400. And I think that's fair. So you get a Pokemon before everyone else, but you get a little less leeway towards the end when you were trying to get your free Pokemon that you want. So these are the Pokemon in Tier 1, and that's basically it for Tier 1. Yeah, alright, we're going to go on to Tier 2 now. Okay, now these are the Tier 2 Pokemon that I've chosen eligible for anyone who participates. So basically, you get one Tier 2 Pokemon for free, and on top of that, you can get another one if you have enough points whenever you choose your free Pokemon, your pay-to-play Pokemon. You can choose in any way you want, in any order. You don't have to choose Tier 1 Pokemon first or your Mega first. In any order you want. It's up to you, really. It depends. If you want to do your pay-to-play Pokemon first before you start anything else, you can do that. So, yeah, that's basically, it's up to you. But these are the Pokemon that I've chosen for Tier 2 that are eligible for this league format that I have chosen. Alrighty, now we get into Tier 3. Now, Tier 3 Pokemon are they're good, but they're not the best. That's why you get 2 Tier 3 Pokemon, and on top of that, you can get more if you want. At the end. And Greninja is on this list, but you can only use its Torrent variety, so you can't use Protein. I don't think it's kind of fair, because it's such a good Pokemon that it can sweep teams with that ability. And I don't think it's really fair to allow in this league. So there are some Pokemon that I will not allow in this league. If you don't see them through Tiers 1 through 4, they probably aren't allowed. But I'll get more onto that when we get higher on the tier list. Alrighty, so now we are in Tier 4. Now, Tier 4 Pokemon, you get one Tier 4 Pokemon. And as you can see, Blaziken is on this list, but you cannot use its Speed Boost variety. You can only use its Blaze, because if it were to have Speed Boost, it would be much higher on this list. And maybe I'll change it later on, or before we start the draft. I don't know. I might change it. It depends. I'll have to talk over with the coaches that are going to be in this league, and we will have a vote. If they see Blaziken as a Pokemon that can be better used in a higher tier, if he gets Speed Boost, I'll change it, no problem. But for right now, he's in Tier 4, and you can at the end, or whenever you decide to choose your Pokemon for your pay to play, they only cost 60 points. So these are the only Pokemon that are in Tier 4. And so right now, these are the only ones. If later on I see, a Pokemon that should be in a higher tier or a lower tier before we start the draft, I will move him according to what the coaches think. But now we should get onto the second page of Tier 4 Pokemon. So these are the rest of Tier 4 Pokemon. So for right now, I'm allowing Wobbuffet to be in this league. But if the coaches think that it shouldn't be in this league, I will change it because of its Shadow Tag ability. So I'm not totally sure right now. And also, there is a Baton Pass clause that I will allow. So you can pass Boost along to other Pokemon. It's just something, because basically it can happen because it's a counter league format. So I think it's fair that it should be allowed because you have time and you are able to prep for it before the match even starts. So that's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm allowing it, and also that's why I'm allowing Wobbuffet, because if your opponent has it, you can prepare for it, as you see fit. Alright, so now let's get into Tier 5 where things get really interesting. Alright, so this is the Tier 5 Pokemon that I've chosen. Now, these aren't all the Tier 5 Pokemon. Basically, any Pokemon that is not on Tiers 1 through 4 are basically allowed in Tier 5. You can use Combustion with Speed Boost. You can use Froakie or Frogadier with Protein. So I'm allowing them to have their abilities because they are not fully evolved. So if you would like to use things like Speed Boost, Combustion, you are allowed to draft them instead of using Blaziken or Torrent Greninja. I'm allowing you to choose if you would like to use their middle evolutions as with their abilities. So yeah, these are the Pokemon that I just put onto this tier because I didn't want to keep going because there's a lot of Pokemon that I didn't want to do, but they are allowed on this list. They are just not really present because I didn't have enough space to put them all. But basically, anything that is not in tier 1 through 4 is most likely allowed in the league. All right, so yeah, that's tier 5. Now we're gonna get into the megas. Alrighty, so these are the tier 1 megas. So because they're tier 1 megas, you don't get any more points added onto your total of 400 because they are tier 1. So that's what you were sacrificing for a better mega, basically. So in this, you get Aerodactyl, Alakazam. I'm putting Absol in tier 1 because I think it's too good to be in tier 2 with its ability of Magic Bounce. Because if you have a Pokemon that only has status moves, you're gonna have to switch out. And if your opponent, thinks of that and he Swords Dances, there's Absol can sweep pretty much your whole team unless you have something with priority that can take it down. So that's why I think it should be in tier 1. And I'm allowing Metagross in this league because some leagues have banned it, but I'm going to allow it for this season anyway. If I see that it's too overpowered, then I'll probably talk it over with the other coaches, and if they want to ban it, I'm fine with that. But we're just going to allow it for this league. So basically, things that are not allowed are Mega Blaziken and Mega Rayquaza, and any other megas that you don't see on tier 1 or tier 2 or tier 3 or tier 4 megas, then they are not allowed. They are banned from competitive use in the league that I have structured. So that's tier 1. Now we're going to get into the tier 2 Pokemon, tier 2 megas. Alrighty, so this is the tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4 megas. So for tier 2 megas, you get plus 40 points to your total of 400 points. So basically, if you franchise a Pokemon and you take away the 40 points, you can get them back by getting a lower tier mega, like a tier 2 or a tier 3 or tier 4 mega. It's up to you. It's how you want to draft it. It depends on you. But these are the megas that I thought should be in each tier because they aren't good enough to be in tier 1, but they aren't good enough. If they're in tier 3, I don't think they're good enough to be in tier 2 or a higher tier because of a certain ability, or maybe they're slower like Ampharos, something like that. And the 3 at the bottom, those are kind of like the worst megas because for Sharpedo, who usually would be higher, you have to Mega Evolve the first turn that they are in battle, that they use an attack. So you really can't take advantage of like Sharpedo's speed boost ability. So that is why it's one of the lower tier Pokemon. So that is why they are in each tier for a specific reason, and that's why they're like that. So megas that you don't see, they are not allowed, like Mega Rayquaza and Mega Blaziken. So they are not allowed in this league, or Mega Mewtwo. He's not allowed. So those are not allowed right now, or the Primals either, because I think it's too overpowered. Like for example, the Primals, I definitely don't think that they should be allowed. Or Mega Kangaskhan, he isn't allowed either because of his ability. I think it's too overpowered, so he's not allowed. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. If you guys want to apply to be in this league, leave a comment below, or go on my Twitter and message me, and I'll talk it over and I'll think about it. You have to be it has to be a person that can at least battle once a week for sure without having to have any problem with that. And if you're a YouTuber, that helps too because you can upload the battles. But this video is going to be both on my channel and on the National Battle League channel. So if you have any things that you want to discuss, leave a comment on either one of those videos, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But yeah, that's basically it, and hopefully we can start a league, and it'll be fun. So yeah, let's get into it. See you guys in the next one. Peace.